Ooh, make them look better, more professional, slicker even.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how to improve your video quality. All right, so we're starting this video with a what not to do, kind of a bad example. This hopefully is extreme.
Yeah, you want to...
It can't even find our faces.
No.
It can't even...
Right.
If I brighten it up to try and...
Even still, you have to make all these adjustments on the fly like this. Now, there we are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
We're
but
in
now
heaven.
look at the back. Yeah,
We're in
it's
heaven.
all washed out.
My head's all...
So the problem here, obviously, is that we're shooting into the light. Our front side needs to be lit. If the camera were out that way, looking back at us, that would be beautiful because it would be natural light. But as it is, I like the way you fixed it.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
I mean, we did an extreme example here. If we want to show anything in the background, then now you can start to see it. But look at that.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
you can tell that there's a fence back there maybe, but you can't really see us. It's just a silhouette.
It's a terrible place to shoot. General rule: don't shoot by an exterior.
Okay,
window
we're
or door.
fairly close. If I go right there now, I'm touching the mic, but we're a little ways away. And in a moment, we'll correct the lighting first, and then we'll correct the audio. Okay, because the sun came out from behind the clouds, we actually want to show you another bad example. We're in direct light, and we've got shadows on our faces. So if I correct it so that our faces look better.
My face will never look
Well,
better.
to make the background look better is what I meant.
No, I hear you.
Look how dark our faces get, and it's still bright around us.
Yeah, this poor camera is trying to shoot almost directly into the sun.
Yeah, so it's really hard to shoot in direct light, so this is another what not to do.
And again, we still have the bad audio. That's a little shotgun mic up there on the
Let's
camera.
just walk this way.
Come around and we'll just reverse
If you have
direction.
to film in direct light, let's actually do a little bit of an angle.
Yeah, you want to kind of cut the difference.
So we'll stand here by the tetherball stand. But if you're going to film in direct light, at least have the light over here so it's shining on us. I didn't adjust any of the settings. I just turned the angle, so that will really help. Now let's
But way also, because the light is at an angle, we're not as squinty either. You know what I mean?
That's a big deal.
Because if we turn completely 180 into the sun,
I'm looking like this.
we'll be lit great, but we're going to be squinting. Yeah.
Or just killing ourselves trying to keep our eyes open.
Especially if I'm reading copy off of that.
So
lens.
if you're filming outdoors and you want your subject and the background to kind of be matched in lighting. So if we had a shaded background, that would appear black.
Horrible.
Or if we're in the shade, let's say we're in a covered pavilion, but the background is still lit. Let's show you what that looks like. There's an area here. So you come in the shade. So if we're in the shade, but the background is lit, we've got to brighten it way up.
Background looks beautiful.
Oh, I went too far. Let's try and get it just right. Okay, so if the lighting on us is okay, right? We don't have any lights or reflectors on us. But look how bright I had to make the background. It's way too bright. So if we're in the shade, you want the background to be in the shade as well. So now let's go one more
A little
spot.
further. Yeah. Now this is the best of both
Let's
worlds.
do over here. Oh, you're in the sun. So
Yeah, it's just a little leafy. That's all right. That's okay. That's all right.
All right, so I haven't adjusted the settings on this, but now we're here and we've got some sunlight, but some shade. Obviously this is even better.
It's still natural light, which is the best light there is. It's been diffused quite a bit by the shade and the house that's blocking a bit of the sun here, but you can see everything matches. The colors come alive. Look at those blue eyes.
I was actually disappointed. You want to see?
Huge, like Bambi.
When we were first coming outside, there's a lot of clouds in the sky, and the sun was behind a cloud.
Mm-hmm.
That actually is such good lighting to film, and you don't have to deal with the harsh, direct sunlight with solid shadows or anything like that. But then the sun came out, and I'm like, okay, now we can show a better bad example.
Show a better bad, yeah. We've got a couple of bads.
All right, now let's do one last thing with the audio.
So we've been going off the road shotgun mic, which is just attached to the camera body there.
Now we are talking into my Zoom external mic. This is recorded to an SD card.
Test. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear us? Do we sound any better? Let me now switch back to that audio. This is how we sound on the shotgun mic.
Hi, this is how we sound.
Now switch back to the Zoom mic. And this
Switching back, isn't it? It's just so much fuller and richer.
I mean, I sound so much better now.
You sound like a
hear
professional
myself.
broadcaster. And there's while it does pick up, both of our voices because there's some omnidirectional characteristics to it. It does tend to minimize a bit more of just the
big
same
time.
level ambient sound. Like we always sound the same as the birds in the cars, but here, as close as we are to this, it's just, that's a good
In
sound.
fact, this exact mic, I was using it downtown Salt Lake City. We were doing a street interview. I was filming, Chris was doing the interview, and a Trax train came by. It's really squeaky and loud. And I was thinking, I wonder if we're going to be able to use this audio. We ended up being able to use the audio just fine. It was just this far away. Chris was holding the mic. Like sometimes when we do interviews, I actually hold the mic just like this. But in all the videos that we filmed earlier, we had it upside down, just out of the shot. So see, you can't see the mic right now, but you can still hear us just great.
Just bring it down a little to show how you're pointing it. He's got it
So
angled.
it's aimed right at us.
Angled towards the general area of our mouths, or we could have gone with lapel or lavalier mics as well.
Yeah, that is a great advantage when you need more distance or you're going to be walking and you don't want to have to, because if we're putting this on an arm, you have to carry the boom arm
Correct.
and mic stand, which that can be a pain.
Indeed.
But anyway,
Still better than the shotgun. So we're well lit. We sound good. If only we had something important to say.
yeah, that's what we're going to work
don't
on
at this
next.
juncture. Fairly simple stuff. You know, it ends up looking great, but still really easy to do if you've paid attention.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what do they need to do?
Everything you just said, and more.
Talking about subscribing.
Oh, right, yes.
Next to the subscribe button, there's a bell, and if you click on it, what happens is you'll get notified each time a new video is uploaded. So do that.
Yeah, please do. We'd like to see you again here.
'Cause I